PDAC 2026, the final day, and yeah, we are moving now to South America, to the beautiful country of Bolivia, and we are here at the booth of Eloro Resources, and Chris Holden is here with me. Chris, great to have you back here for an interview.
Yeah, it's great to see you again. So it's been a couple months. So
the last interview we made was at Minds and Money in
Minds
London
and
at the
Money,
beginning
yeah.
of December 2025. And since that time, a lot of things happened, good things happened here with Eloro. One was you were able to make the final payment for the 100% acquisition of your ISCA project.
Correct.
I think this would give you some more. It reduces the risk a little bit, and it gives you a free hand on ISCA now.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been working on that for a considerable amount of time. We when the market wasn't so great in terms of the junior market, which seems like forever ago, Edwin, our landowner, was fantastic in deferring some of the payments, but with the market turning around and what we see is a fantastic opportunity because of the political environment in Bolivia, suppliers coming into the country, us being able to raise funds. We just think it's a fantastic time to be operating in the country. So having that big check mark is significant for us.
Yeah.
So we're excited.
So the political climate changed a little bit. That gives you a little bit more optimism for the project, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there is a significant tailwind coming behind in the Bolivian environment. Everybody's excited. It wouldn't be a shock to anybody that there is a big push for critical minerals. The State Department, the U.S. State Department, has been in Bolivia pretty much since the election and helping them guide forward in terms of international investments and how, on Thursday, I spent an all afternoon and the morning talking to State Department officials about how can they help bring product into the United States. And so everything is on the table. It is a concerted effort to get this done. And Bolivia seems like a ripe opportunity for this.
Okay, you already mentioned the United States. You were selected for inclusion in the U.S. Defense Industrial Base Consortium. What is that all about? What does it mean?
So there's that was part of the discussions I've had. The U.S. has basically set aside, the Defense Consortium set aside $200 billion to revitalize the mining industry. Their goal is to, if people remember, the energy within the U.S. and, there was natural gas shortages, and then all of a sudden they've created the technology to do, fracking and horizontal drilling. And so that's their thesis, is they can do the same on the mining industry. So this 200 billion, I initially thought, they'd give like 100 or 200 million to the mining industry. It's $100 billion. And they want to deploy that by the end of the year. So there is a massive push to solve the critical mineral shortage that the U.S. has. And to be honest, a lot of it has to do with China being, a key supplier to whether it's, our metals, like, whether we have indium, bismuth and all that, and zinc, that all goes to Asia, and they want that to come to America now. So they're looking for partners, and, us at Eloro, we're sticking up our hand and say, we would love to be a supplier. And that goes with the tin as well. So.
Okay, so all the surrounding things are looking better and better. Then let's come to the project. And last question. You recently launched a 40,000 meter drill program.
Correct.
What's the focus and when can we get first results out of it?
So we're just going to start turning in the next, week or so. They've just come into the country. And so Oswaldo's set out a clear path to how we're going to do the 40,000 meters. We're going to do some infill, about 10 to 20,000 meters and get a really nice number ready for the PEA. And then the rest is going to be exploration within the deposit. Like there's areas we still haven't drilled that are highlighted that could be a significant opportunity to not only expand, the potential of the tonnage, but also to look for that higher grade resource to just make the project much more economic. I mean, it's already fantastically economic, but you can always try and do better.
Yeah. So that means catalysts and milestones for 2026 are clear, and the results of the drill program, and then also maybe a new resource estimate.
Yeah.
Or an
So
update.
resource estimate within in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're gonna have 2 rigs on the site. So look for. Last year we ran into issues with diesel shortage, and we only had 1 rig. But if we're gonna have 2. And then halfway through the year, we're going to have a 3rd rig. So look for continued drill results throughout the year. MRE, PEA, and I would not count out positive developments coming in the Bolivia just from the political standpoint.
Okay.
So
Good. Thank you.
we're excited. It's going to be a good year for us.
Wonderful.
So,
I hope so. Okay. Thank you very much for this
Thank you.
insight, and all the best for 2026. And we keep all fingers crossed for good results.
Perfect.
And
Thank
very
you.
well progress.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank
That was Chris Holden from Eloro Resources. You heard it. The Isca project in Bolivia looks better and better. A large, really large resource base, and it would be updated in 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, and I would say have a look on this company, Eloro Resources. And bye bye from Toronto.